all the best to him, really. All the best to him. If he goes, he goes. If he stays, he stays. But we're still the best team in the world!
The Newcastle season kicks off in less than a week. Still loads of questions over Isak, a lot of trouble in the transfer market. We're going to be speaking to Newcastle fans today with 1 week to go to see what the thought is at Newcastle. Here then, so we're here with Newcastle fans. What's your names?
Nathan.
Evan.
Isak, what's going to happen?
He's going to leave.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For Liverpool, do you think?
Yeah.
You think they're going to put another bid in?
Yeah.
How much do you think he's going for?
I reckon it'll drop down about 135, 140 million.
Yeah, anything that'll be enough for Newcastle?
I reckon they've just got to bite the bullet and take it, really. What do you reckon?
I think what he's done is disgusting. I'm sorry, but what he's done is... I can understand him wanting more money. I can understand that. But to just run off to Spain and train with his former team without notifying the club is... I'm sorry, it's disgusting.
Yeah,
It really is. It really is. I'm not ashamed to say it. What he's done is... There's no other words. Disgusting.
Well, you're the first person that I've come across today, but online there's been very split. I've seen a lot of Newcastle fans, but you're the first one that I've come across. Why in particular? Because obviously the argument is... Oh, yeah. The argument is he's probably wanting to better himself and he's wanting more money and all the rest of it. How do you think he's to handle it? What's bad about it?
Look, I can get the money thing. 100% I can get the money thing. But the way he's went about it... And you can always say, oh yes, his agent, whoever it is, I don't know his agent, but whoever that is advised him poorly.
Yeah.
But to go off and run away from the club and train in Spain and...
Can you see Liverpool coming in and can you see the whole move going ahead?
100%. 100%. Exactly what he said.
Yeah.
I can.
How much are you thinking for?
Same as him, 130, 140. Because it's just hard to explain. It's just like, he is going to go because... He's got to. Personally, he's got no place.
Has he burnt his bridge with a lot of fans like you and stuff? Say a deal never gets done, say Liverpool doesn't come back in.
Look, let's say Liverpool don't come in, we don't get a striker, whatever. We've got no choice, he has to stay.
Yeah.
But will he play? And I'll put in...
Well, no one knows. We don't know what's been said behind closed doors. What's your feeling on it? Do you think he is going to not play kind of thing or not give it at all? What do you think?
Oh, he'll not give it his all.
Yeah.
He'll not give it his all, and he should be fine.
I reckon he'll play.
He'll play, but he should be fine.
The fans will not be fine.
He should be fine every penny.
Is his head turned? Is that what you're thinking? Yeah.
I reckon it's been turned for a while. Ever since the cup final, people say he was nursing an injury. He looked like he'd already checked out. His performances, the effort wasn't there.
Well, there was the video, wasn't there, with Van Dijk? They were going after the game. They had a little talk. Was there anything to that, do you reckon? Or?
I reckon there was. At the time, I didn't think anything of it because I just won a cup. I didn't care. But when you're looking at Van Dijk, he was very happy for someone who just lost a final. Yeah. So I reckon there was some words said there.
And then the next set of questions as well, the transfer window. So, considering we've not done anything in the last couple of windows, this seems a lot worse. This seems the worst window in a while. What is going on? Why are we struggling to attract players to Newcastle? We've got Champions League football. We've got Eddie Howe, a fantastic manager. We've got the team playing fantastic. The team spirit seems amazing. Why are people not coming?
I reckon the Isak situation's put a lot of people off because the only thing around the club at the minute is something negative, so I just don't think anyone really wants to be a part of it. But when you got a few players out west wanting to come in, when you think everyone's saying that's really positive, but in my opinion, I'm not too fond of it because he's chucked the toys out the pram there. What if he does it here? Yeah, I'd take him, but it's a big risk if you ask me.
I agree. And not having a director of football and a CEO has completely ballsed up. I don't know if I can say that, but ballsed up the situation completely. Where we're going nowhere.
We've got 1 week left. Well, just over 1 week. By the time this goes out, it'll be a week. Are you hopeful any signings are going to get done before the first?
No.
I am. I reckon we'll get Wissa. At the minute of recording this out, and that defender from Milan, I reckon that something like that will happen. I reckon we'll get a centre back, Wissa, and I reckon we'll get some bit more midfield depth. One sign in midfield, and I'd be happy with that. With Alanga as well. I'd say overall, bit frustrating window, but it did come. Hopefully, it comes to a bit of a better conclusion.
Well, we'll have lost Longstaff. We've let him go. Who would you like to see be fetching for his replacement? We've seen a couple of names banded round.
I don't know. I really don't know because
I like the idea of like a Conor Gallagher. I mean, I know he might not be available. Someone like that. Premier League experience is what we need.
Yeah. Fabian.
Conor Gallagher. My group, we have discussed Conor Gallagher, and it's 50-50. But but the way the windows went, you can't guarantee anything.
One word to sum it up?
Awful.
Awful, yeah.
I can go on forever, mate. I really can. Because I know people, I'm probably going to get people, whatever. I'm going to get people criticising this because I'm speaking bad of the club and whatever. But
People don't
in my
want to hear
opinion,
it. It's
in my
realistic
opinion,
and people
in
don't
my
want to hear
opinion,
it.
I'm right. But obviously, that's my opinion.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt because obviously it can't all be rainbows and butterflies
No, it
all the
can't,
time.
it can't,
You've
exactly.
got a world class striker. We haven't had a proper world class striker in a long time. He wants to leave. The club aren't making signings. I can understand the frustration.
It's frustrating. Yeah,
Yeah.
frustration. Brilliant word.
How hopeful are you though? Because obviously we have got a few weeks until the transfer window shuts. How are you expecting that to go down?
Not very well. I'm really not.
I reckon it'll pick up
I'm not
pace.
hopeful at all.
I reckon 2 or 3 signings will come through the door.
Pulling it out your arse, man.
Nah, I reckon it will.
Do we need that or do we need more? Because we have got Champions League football. We obviously lost.
CEO, I tell you that. When you
Honestly,
director
like I
of
said, we need to
football and the
start with things
CEO,
like that. Just some bit of stability within the club itself, and then
we need to stop selling fucking jackets and get players.
For 90 quid.
Yeah.
All right, Alanga, because obviously we haven't had a game, so this is the first time we're speaking to Newcastle fans outside. What's your thoughts on Alanga going into the season?
Decent.
Decent.
I'm
looking
happy
forward
for
to
it.
see what you can
I'm
do.
looking forward, and he done well in the pre-season. Well, not that we've done well in the pre-season as a whole.
He scored that goal.
But he scored that goal. Yeah, he scored that goal. Pre-season was awful, but yeah, I'm hopeful for Alanga, and he was good at Forest as well.
Is he going to be ahead of Murphy going into the season, or is it going to have to take a while to kind of beat him for it?
he does. I thought Jacob Murphy had a cracking season last season. You know, the stats don't lie. Second most assists in the league behind Salah. I reckon he had a great season, but I reckon Alanga does take priority. You know, he's quicker, he's sharper. You know, but I would say Murphy is a very good backup for. You know, early round cup games, you know, Alanga needs a bit of a rest. I'd be very happy with Murphy on the team sheet.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
The last question I've got, Ramsdale is fetched in. Is he going to be number one in the start of the season, or is it going to be Nick Pope?
I think he should be number one, but I reckon Nick Pope will still be
Is
in.
it Nick Pope making a mistake and then Ramsdale will get his chance, or how do you see it? Is it definitely Nick Pope's to kind of really lose?
I think there's just a bit of favouritism with Nick Pope. I reckon Eddie he prefers to play him. I think Dubravka getting sold is a big mistake. Should have sold Nick Pope, but it is what it is. But I think Ramsdale should be with number one. He's younger.
Nick Pope will not want to be second choice.
No.
He will. Selling Dubravka was one of the worst decisions we made this window, as opposed to every other decision that we made.
You were getting rid of Pope instead.
Oh yeah, 100%. Pope can't play with his feet. Everybody knows that. Yeah. He can't. And Dubravka, hands and feet. Dubravka's been brilliant.
He's
and it's a shit.
reliable.
And I'm sorry, 2 million. Really? Is he? I think he's worth a bit more than that for a start. But no, it's not worth it. But he's worth a lot more than 2 million.
Is Ramsdale going to be number one or Pope?
Yeah. Ramsdale number one.
From game number one, do you think?
Yeah.
I'd like to think so. I would put him at number one, but I still reckon Eddie Howe will play Nick Pope.
Yeah, and then at the minute where we're finishing at the end of the season in the Premier League, I know there's a lot of transfer
anything on that. I have not got a clue.
Sixth.
Sixth, yeah.
Sixth.
8th.
Oh,
There we go.
Thank you very much.
No worries, thank you very much, guys. Appreciate that. Right, okay, so we're here with, what's your names?
Martin. She.
So you mentioned there, I can hear it anyway, you've got a bit of a Scouse accent. What's the story with that?
I've been a Newcastle fan my whole life.
Yeah.
I've been here.
Man, we just come
We
down.
met on a holiday, so we met up today.
Yeah.
Since we come up, like, but yeah.
Isak, Liverpool. I take it you fetch up with a lot of Reds and stuff like that. Do you think they're going to come in for a second bid? What's your feeling?
I think it's all. A lot of it's hearsay. I reckon most of it's his agent, and nothing's official.
Yeah. So you don't think they're going to
I
come
don't
back
think
in?
he's going to go. No.
No.
I really don't.
What's your thoughts? Think it will?
I just hope we'll win. Honestly, that's all I hope we'll win. That's just literally all I can see. Like, I can't even think straight. But
Well, if Isak does go, is there any name that you kind of think Newcastle will go for? Because we've missed out on a lot of targets so far this window.
I think all the targets we've gone for, like putting names like Ollie Watkins and stuff like that, they don't fit. Wisser, I think he'd be all right because he's a scorer.
He's the one that seems like he's definitely nailed on by the look of it.
But Al Nasser, who are owned by our owners, they're putting bids in for him. So everything seems a bit fucking weird.
Yeah.
So
Well, apparently today he said that he doesn't want to go to Saudi and stuff, but it is weird because they haven't really helped Newcastle this
he's
Saudi.
actually come out himself and said he wants to come to us.
Yeah.
So what's stopping him? I know they've sold him Bournemouth to United, but
I think they're just waiting on a replacement by the reports today. They reckon as soon as the replacement's lined up, he's gone. So.
but I honestly don't think he's actually going anywhere. The only thing we've actually had from him is he was exploring his options.
Yeah.
There's no transfer request. There's nothing like that. So Liverpool put a bid in and us like laughing it off. That speaks volumes to
Is
it.
there any resentment or anything? Because a lot of fans are kind of split. You see some of them online.
Nothing to me. If he came out and played tonight, I'd still cheer him.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question.
Wouldn't care.
Yeah.
As long as I honestly think Eddie's going to sit him down. He's going to read him the right act, offer him near enough what he's asking for, and he's going to take it.
And then the next question as well, the transfer windows. There's a couple on here. It's been dire so far. I've never known a transfer window like it for Newcastle. Why are people choosing other clubs instead of Newcastle, in your opinion?
Probably the weather. Right. So obviously because there's a big stipulation, like further north you go, the worse the weather is.
Yeah.
So if players have got that in their heads, they're not going to want to come to somewhere that's dead cold if they're not used to it. Because you notice like players who've got gloves on and short sleeves. That's honestly.
What's the crap with that? Short sleeves and gloves, man. Like, what's the point?
We've got rid of Wilson. Well, we never got rid of him. His contract ran out. We've got rid of Sean Longstaff as well. Who do you see coming in? How many players do you reckon there's going to come in before the end of the window if Isak does stay?
No.
No, do you think we're done?
Don't think we're getting anyone. Honestly.
Why do you think that?
Since Amanda Staveley and her husband walked away, we haven't signed no one. Elanga has come in because of Kraft and Isak. And then all this has come out after he signed, so...
Do you not think with the Ekitike money and then there was Sesko money that was put down, you not think?
I honestly don't. It's hard to say, but I honestly don't.
Yeah. What positions do we need strength? Obviously we've got Champions League football, so it's scary.
I think we need one player in each one.
Yeah. Any names that you want to see fetched in?
I'd like to see... I reckon Wissa would do well here.
Yeah.
The AC Milan defenders at Thor.
Yeah.
I think he'd do all right.
Young as well.
Midfield, our midfield's strong, but the likes of like when Joe Willett came in, he was outstanding when he came in.
Yeah.
But
injured again though, isn't he? I think it's 4, 6, 8 weeks, something like that. So it's a while.
But getting rid of Longstaff I thought was a mistake, even though a lot of fans give him a lot of jib. He still did the job when he came in.
We need a replacement, do you think, for him? Because obviously we had him when it wasn't Champions League.
Absolutely. Yeah. But going in for players like John McGinn's not a good player, in my opinion.
And then who would you like to see fetch it? Because you've seen Paqueta and a couple of other names in midfield that's been mentioned.
Paqueta, he'd probably fit, obviously, because he's like mates with Bruno and he's Brazilian, so is Joe Linton. He may fit, but it's the asking price at the end of the day, because everyone's putting Newcastle tax on every time you want to sign a player.
Well, even Jackson's 80 million.
Saudi tax. Don't even go near him. Don't go near him. He's a clown.
Yeah, you're not having him?
No, Nicholas Jackson, no way. No way.
Not even if it's a good deal?
No way. I wouldn't sign him for the Twix and a curly whirly. No. Absolutely not. No.
And then do you think any business is going to be done? We've got 1 week until the first game of the season. Do you think anything's going to get them by then?
It's going to be difficult. From what I've read over this AC Milan defender, I think it's 50-50 with him, but I think he may be the only one through the door. I don't think anyone else is coming. Brentford are playing hardball, but they need to get a replacement in before they sell Wissa. So
is it a concern going into the season?
Yeah. Absolutely. Because look at last time we were in the Champions League.
Injuries,
thin on the ground, injuries. We got knocked out the Champions League by we won't even mention it. A daft handball. But again, even though the injuries we had, we still had a half decent season. Yeah. But we definitely need reinforcements, 100%.
And whose kind of fault is it? I know you mentioned Amanda and stuff not there. Is there any blame on the owners? Is it Eddie Howe? What's kind of going on behind the scenes, do you think?
Going back to the Isak situation, like obviously nothing's come out as like in stone, but it was all down to Paul Mitchell offering him the world and delivered nothing. So that's a concern. And then when he left, it's sort of, who'd you get to replace him? So I've heard like they have replaced them now, but they're not in place yet. So getting an obviously Real Madrid chief executive, that's a good move. But when's he going to come in and do something? That's what we need to think of.
All right, thank you. Okay then, so we're here with, what's your name?
Jonathan.
All right, Jonathan, the Isak $1 million question. What's going to happen with him in your opinion?
He's going to stay.
Yep.
I think he wants more money. For the player he is, for his age, he deserves more money. Mm-hmm. But then the issue you've got is Bruno and Tinali and Joe Linton's going to want more money.
Yeah.
But I think they all deserve a pay rise. They should have got one after the cup final.
Will Liverpool come in for a second bid, do you reckon?
No.
No, you think that's them done?
I think 115 million is the most they're going to pay.
Yeah.
And it's nowhere near what he's worth.
Yeah, and then the transfer window as well. What's your thoughts on that so far?
It's an absolute joke. I don't understand why a player would go at Man United who can't even get in the top 10 over a team that's in the Champions League.
Is it just money, do you think, or what's the reason?
But I suppose there's rumours there's less money. Mm-hmm. So I think there's something dodgy going on behind the scenes why people picking Man U over Newcastle.
What do you think it is?
Isn't the explanation. There's too many. It's just wrong how many players have turned me down.
It's crazy. It's been a horrendous window. We've got 1 week until the transfer window opens. What's your kind of thoughts? Are you expecting many bodies in, or what?
I think we're getting all four in. Four at least.
What positions are you thinking?
2 strikers,
Yeah.
a midfield and a defender.
Yeah. Any names?
Was Sassy or something he's called from?
Yeah.
Jackson from Chelsea.
Yeah. 80 odd, 60 odd million for that, you think?
Worth it.
Yeah.
Eddie Howe proven that you can mould players into better. Look at Joe Linton. It's the story of them all.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get that. We're getting that defender from AC Milan.
The Thiago, how we pronounce it, yeah.
That's coming through. And then I think midfielder's going to be a surprise one.
Yeah.
Someone out of the blue.
Quetta's kind of been linked. Would you go for someone else, or do you fancy him?
I don't know. There's a few out there I would go for.
Yeah.
I would put a cheeky bid in for Sacco from Arsenal.
Yeah.
The amount of money they've spent, they need money.
Right. Okay then. So we're here with.
Chris Elias.
Yeah. And then the Isak situation, the $1 million question. What do you think's going to happen?
He can do one.
Do one, yeah.
Bring this fella back.
Shearer. There we go.
Shearer.
Have you given up hope? You think he will leave, or what's your what are you expecting to happen?
Thing is here, we wouldn't be where we are now without him. So all the best to him, really. All the best to him. If he goes, he goes. If he stays, he stays. But we're still the best team in the world.
And who would you like to see be brought in if he does leave? Is there any names you've got?
I don't know. Whoever, whatever.
Can do the
Yeah,
job.
whatever.
And then
Harvey Barnes can do it.
There you go.
Harvey Barnes, got
And then-
Anthony Gordon, the friends.
The last question is as well the transfer window as well.
Yeah.
It's been probably horrendous. I know what you're going to say. How hopeful are you, or how not hopeful are you with a week to go?
Thing is, we need a striker.
Yeah.
We've got Asula. Well, he's the best striker in the world at the moment, so we're all right. Come on.
Are you expecting much business to be done in the rest of the
Yeah,
year?
yeah, I hope so.
What are you hoping for?
We're hoping for a striker and a few more players, but 3 players.
Yeah.
But there's only a week to go.
I know it's panic station.
Yeah, I know, but we'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
There we go. Hopeful.
We're a Toon.
All right. Perfect. Enjoy the game, mate.
Okay, mate.